Hey guys, my name's Leviathan and I'm the Sova player for TSM. Many of you have been recently asking me to make a Sova guide, so this is my first one for Icebox. So for A-side attacking, there's actually a couple you can do, starting off with the most basic one to stop any aggressive picks. It's just a dart against the wall. You just have to be aware of people hiding against the wall like this and dodging the dart. And also a little thing I like to do with this dart, as soon as I throw it, I like to go up here. I like to spam people going into the nest to kill them. Second dart I like to do is I go over here, usually where the barrier is. And I like to aim at this little gray part, kind of in between these two lines. Like that, until your left diamond, the left tip reaches this line right here. Like that. Should look like this, and you can full charge one bounce it. And it should land top pipes right here. And it should scan any pushes. Again, with this dart, people can hide against a wall like this. And they can look for an early pick. So just make sure you comment to your teammates that they can hide here. For when you've actually made it close to the site, you don't really need a lineup. You can just throw any random dart. Starting off with the first one. It scans gen, it scans backside, it scans top rafters. But they can hide against the wall if you don't throw it deep enough. And if you don't throw it too low, they can hide below the rafters, and if you don't throw it too high, they can hide above rafters here. Same thing on this side. You could just throw a dart like here or deep screens and it should scan most people. Again, just be aware of the lower rafters. With this dart, if you do throw it on screens, just notice you can hide far rafters. So if a jet is here, they could just move all the way to the left and still look for an aggro pick. One more really good dart you can do is you can just throw it above 410 like this, where most people play. Most of the times I get a scan off this dart, and it also clears the gen area unless they swing out like this and hide from it. But you should be able to see them before they do that. So moving on to the shock darts, if you're in a post plant and it is planted on the ropes, you could just come here, aim at this little area where the gray meets the white, and just do a one charge, one bounce like this. And it will land on the ropes area, and this will also dodge the sage wall. So if there's a sage wall right here, it will still work. Even if the enemy sage wall is like this, it will still get the bomb. If you find yourself on pipes with the same plant, you can just go here. As long as you're not too far left and you're not too far right, and you're just like in the center, you can just aim at the rope, one charge, one bounce, and it will hit the rope. It does visually glitch out, but it will still go through, so don't worry about that. Just like that. Now, if you don't want to do it from pipes, but you want to do it lower, it's actually really easy as well. All you have to do is leave a little sliver in between the two walls, and you just do full charge, one bounce, and it will hit exactly at this point right here. Moving on to the default plant, if you want to do it from pipes, you just put yourself in this corner right here. You aim at this little white line right here until you meet the left side of the wall, like right there. And you just do double bounce, no charges, and it'll land on the default box. Now, if you want to do it from pipes instead, if you look at this metal thing right here, you just aim at the middle right here, but against the wall down here, one bounce, one charge, and it will land on the default box. If you plant top site and you want to do it from belt, you go on top of these barrels right here, use this little graph, and you go up until you meet this black line right here. And you just do a one charge and it should land. Instead, if you want to do it from pipes, you can just toss it like this. It looks like it glitches like the last one, but it just goes through. Now, if you find yourself in sight with the enemy team Killjoy ulting for retake, all you want to do is put your left HUD line on this line like this. It should be highlighted in the video, and you just do a double bounce, full charge, and it will land on the Killjoy ult. If they do move it a little bit to the right, all you have to do is move your crosshair a little bit right, just like this. And it will land. For defensive Recon darts, there's actually not that many you could do. One that you can do is you aim at the middle of this gray part, just like the attacking one. And you just do a one bounce full charge like this. Or you could just throw random ones towards belt like that. Or even like this, or even against the nest wall. They all work the same. Moving on to the shock darts to actually stop the plant or get damage. For the ropes one, you can just toss a shock dart like this, full bounce, one charge. That should hit directly. or you could do it a little bit wider and it should hit the default plant instead, like that. If you want to shock from screens instead, you just come over here, you aim a little bit lower than the corner right there, and you just do a full bounce, one charge. This will get both sides. If you want to add a second shock dart to this, you just put your left HUD line in this corner right here, like this, and just do a double bounce, 2 charges, and you just send it, and it will land at the same time as the first shock dart. For some gimmick shock darts I don't mind sharing, starting off with the first one, if you stand on top of the screens area right here, and you aim in between these 2 windows right here, and you do a 1 bounce full charge, this will actually shock anybody coming up the belt area, and it's perfect off rip. When the barriers go down, it will perfectly sync up with the person running up. For the second gimmick dart, if you come over here, if you look at the second line right here from the default area, if you put yourself against it, you aim at this little gray part, like the window sticking out right here, and you do a 1 bounce, 1 charge. This will actually shock any Vipers or any Sovas trying to do lineups. With the third gimmick dart, if you line this wall with the blue screen like this, and you aim at the corner right here with 1 bounce, 2 charges, this will actually shock anybody playing on the pipes area and get you free damage. For attacking the middle of the map as Sova, you have some options, starting off with the first one. If you come over here towards the box, and you aim at this slanted part right here, and you do a full charge, 1 bounce, this will land 4 boiler, and it will scan anyone pushing the lower part as well. For splitting towards the B side of the map, you have a couple different variants here you can do. One is just throwing it straight at the orange box like that, but I prefer to throw it with a bounce. So it scans anybody not only close, but it scans anybody towards this area as well. Or you could do it on the left side instead, like this. And it will scan anyone deeper into the site. Now, if you want to throw a shock dart for an alarm bot kitchen or like a turret, you can do that from spawn right here. If you see this antenna on this tower right here, you need to put that in your left diamond. If you want to get the turret up here, you have to do a 1 bounce. And if you want to get the alarm bot, you have to do 2 bounces like this. And this should destroy both. For defending the middle of the map, you can throw a Recon dart like this for early info off of the roof. And it will scan anyone mid. Just know they can hide against the wall. Or you could come up here and you could bounce it off this little antenna right here. And it will land up high instead. And if you want to shock any Sovas droning towards the B side, you can come to this corner right here. If you look at the drone and the caution tape right here, you just put this line at the tip of the caution tape like this, and you do a 1 charge and you release. And this will get anyone droning from the outside. And if you want to get anyone droning from the inside of garage, you just come and put yourself in this corner. You put your shock dart right here, like the icon in the middle. You just do a 1 charge and jump, and this will land deep inside garage to get Sovas off of the drone like that. For the B side, there's not many recon darts you can do. One you can do from spawn is if you aim at the tip of the K right here and you do a full charge, 1 bounce and a jump, this will land on this ping right here. Or you could come on the outside and you aim right below the caution tape and you just do a 1 bounce full charge and it will land on the crane instead. If you're closer towards the site and you want to get deep info right here, you can just come on top of the white crate here. You aim above this caution tape and you just do a jump and throw. This will land on the other side, scanning anyone close. Or if you have a friendly Viper with a Viper wall here, something I like to do is I like to go here. I like to dart up high and I like to spam people through. For post plant B with the bomb planted right here, you can just come over here towards this barrel and you aim at this corner right here and you just do a 1 charge with a shock dart and this will land on the bomb like this. Now if you want to do it from yellow instead, you can just come over here and I like to use this line right here and I just like to do a 1 bounce full charge like this.